I think we can all agree that 2020 has been one hell of a dumpster fire. The global pandemic has affected us all in different ways, changing our lives forever. Families have been kept apart and jobs have been lost. Businesses everywhere are struggling to see a light at the end of the tunnel. The hospitality industry is on its knees. Theatres and cinemas may never reopen. And most of all, our beloved national sport is struggling. Now, the teams at the top of the pyramid with their huge TV and sponsorship deals are managing to stay afloat just fine. The lack of fans in stadiums hasn't stopped them being able to pay big wages and spend huge sums of money on players. But the further down the pyramid you go, the worse it looks. Even before the empty stadiums, teams at the lower levels were struggling financially, and now the future for many of these teams looks very bleak. No more so than in the borough of Tameside. Tameside lies east of Manchester, situated in the Tame Valley and home to the River Tame. It consists of 9 towns and 8 football clubs. Now, due to the pandemic, Droylsden has already had to cease football operations and relinquish its league position, with other Tameside clubs not far behind. Now, the mayor of Tameside, who himself was a huge football fan, recognised this and he knew action needed to be taken if football in the borough was to be saved. He knew that it was going to take something radical and possibly very controversial, but he had a plan. With the backing of the council, he arranged a meeting with the owners of all 8 teams and their fans. What he was going to propose was a merger for all the teams to pool their resources, property and fans to make a club, a super club for the whole borough. Now, while some teams welcomed this idea, others had no desire to even entertain it. Curzon Ashton, who were in the National League North, felt they were in a good enough position to survive on their own, so they opted out. Glossop and Mosley had already decided to pool their own resources and share finances and facilities. And lastly, Denton Town. They were the lowest placed team in the Football League, plying their trade in the Cheshire Leagues, and had just been taken over by American movie producer and grandson of the New York Yankees, Robert Malloy. I kid you not, this has actually happened. He had fallen in love with English non-league and wanted to make Denton Town the next Salford City. That left 4 teams: Ashton United, Hyde United, Stalybridge Celtic and of course Droylsden. All 4 teams' owners and fans came to the conclusion that losing their identity to save them all and build something new was the best way forward. With the help of the council and a large lottery grant, these 4 clubs would merge into one club. A new club for the entire borough of Tameside to get behind. The mayor and the council had big plans for this new team. Droylsden's Butchers Arms Stadium would be sold off to the local shopping centre and made into a car park to raise some funds. Hyde United's Ewan Fields was sold to British supermarket chain Sainsbury's. Next, it was Ashton United and their famous old ground. Now, it was going to be torn down with some of the surrounding houses and replaced with a brand new training facilities for this brand new club. Lastly, it was Bowerfold, Stalybridge Celtic's home. Now, this would be kept and owned by the council and used as a reserve and youth stadium for this new team. And with all the money raised by the sale of the property and with the council and the lottery grants, they had enough money now to build a brand new stadium in the heart of Tameside in the town of Duckingfield on Block Sage's playing fields. Block Sage's Park would be the envy of the entire non-league and also be the perfect stadium for this new club to build on. And Tame Valley FC was born. Next, the council appointed a local businessman and art gallery owner, Jamie Cardwell, as the first ever chairman to help guide the club to the top. A club that would always and forever be fan owned, with chairman elections being held every 4 years. Now, all that was needed was for this new fledgling club to find a manager who could help them grow and rise through the leagues whilst also developing new and local talent. But who would the club trust with such an important task? Well, of course, it's me. It's my channel. I'm Bood. Thanks for checking out episode 1 of my brand new custom club series. I really do appreciate it. While you're here, just smash that like button. If you're brand new, hopefully by the end of this episode you will become a subscriber, and if you really want to help my channel out, you can always become a patron. Now, Tame Valley FC, a team named after where I live, in the valley I live in the borough I live in, based on my local council. Obviously 4 teams have had to end, but they formed a new super club. A club that hopefully we're all going to fall in love with. A club that we're going to take through the leagues, hopefully, and go on a good story. I've done it in the past. I've been doing custom clubs every year for years, and we've had some great stories, some great adventures, and I know a lot of you love them dearly. Hopefully this one will be the best yet. So welcome to the office. A few things. Got a poster on the wall. This first season I'm going to have a few movie posters of my favourite films, but going forward I just thought every season after, once we start to get to know the players, whoever was the star player of the season, we'll get him up on the wall, and that's pretty cool. Now also I wanted to say we're going to have a sponsor throughout this series. I'm not being paid. It's my friend's mental health charity. He's an absolute legend. So I think we should just have a quick word from our sponsors so you can hear more about it.
Hi everyone, my name's Lee, aka Lebo57. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm also a mental health nurse, and I'm a director for a mental health charity called Evolving Mindset, who are going to be the sponsors of Thames Valley. So thank you very much for that, for sponsoring us for free. It's been fantastic. Creates a great partnership with the club, and like I said, we're going to be their sponsor for the next few years. I'll also be featuring as the assistant manager throughout the series, so again, check all the links below. You can find my link to my channel. You can also find all the links to Evolving Mindset. So if you are struggling and you do want support or advice or guidance, please don't hesitate to get in touch with either myself or get in touch with Evolving Mindset, and we'd be happy to help. Also, keep your eyes out, because Evolving Mindset will be coming to FM21. We'll be on the ad boards. They will be coming in closer to Christmas and hopefully into the new year. So keep your eyes out, as I said. Thanks guys, and again, thanks very much to Tame Valley. I can't wait for a fantastic partnership.
So there you go, that was Lee. Like he said, check him out in the description. Check everything out. Everything is down in the description. If you want to play along with this save, you'll find a save file down below. You'll find a graphics folder down below. You'll also find a link to the home shirt for Tame Valley FC. Yeah, you can buy it anywhere in the world, get it shipped out anywhere in the world. Check out the link, get involved. Now I could potentially make, depending on how many I sell, a few £1 per shirt. Now if I do make anything on the shirts, I'm going to pull every single penny of that and pump it into my friend's mental health charity. So buy a shirt, not only will you become part of the series, because you can send me a picture of you wearing it and we'll show you to everyone else, but you can also do your bit for mental health and help a great cause. Right then, I think that's it. I think what we need to do now for the rest of this episode is just delve into the club and look at all the basics. So let's just start straight here on the club homepage. We are going to be starting around level 8 in the Northern Premier League. I'll explain about that in a minute, why we're here and what's going on with it. You can see our 3 kits there. Now it's the white kit you'll be available. If you click on the link for the website, I think you can click on my logo in the store shop, and it'll come up, it'll show you the shirt, and you can pick your size, put in all your details, and boom, you'll become part of the series hopefully. And like I said, do your bit for the charity, which is a brilliant charity. Do loads of work for people. So yeah, there are 3 kits. We of course play at Block Sages Park, a kick-ass new stadium. It could be expanded, but we don't own it. Everything's council owned, so we could also build a new one day maybe. Onto our general page, our nickname is the Valley Boys because obviously we live in Tame Valley. You'll see our captains and vice captains there. We're founded 2020, so I don't think we'll be able to play in an FA Cup for a while. I think you have to wait a bit. We'll see. We are semi-pro. We've got the Tameside derby versus Denton Town. Now Denton Town, that little bit of the story, it's true. Robert Malloy is the grandson of the New York Yankees. He is a movie producer, millionaire, and he weirdly loves English non-league. He's found Denton and he's become the chairman, and he's pumping a bit of money into it, so we'll see what happens with that in real life. But it was cool. I thought it'd be cool to put him in the game. We've got other rivals, and they're just all the local Tameside rivals, all the clubs that are left, Curzon, Mosley and Glossop. But we've got no legends, no icons. We're going to build that legacy together. Quick look again at the facilities. As you know, Block Sages Park, it's a 15,000. We've only got 5,000 seats. Hopefully we can keep some standing. The computer loves to put seats in stadiums even when you don't want to. Hopefully we can keep standing as long as possible. Decent corporate, top corporate facilities, because the council have built it. They want to use it for many different things. Concerts, all that good stuff. But when it comes to the train facilities, even though it's a new facility, it's not top of the range. It's not top range. It's good. It's average. It gives us something to work towards. It gives us something to build. Of course, we've got Bowerfold, Stalybridge Celtics old stadium as our reserves and youth stadium. And then we've got the new training ground, like you can see there, and it's been named after Evolving Mindset. Again, they're not paying us anything. I'm just doing this to try and promote them as much as possible. Now, finances, I've got 150 grand in the bank, but I did try and set this up so we had nothing. We started out with no money. Going forward, every year we're going to get a little bit of a council grant, but when it comes to all the finances, I left it. I thought, let the computer sort that out naturally, sponsorship and everything, so it's not stupid, so it's relative to the kind of club and team that we are. I don't want to have tons of money. I don't want to buy players. I want to try and develop the squad over the next few years and put any money we do make into the facilities, into the staff, and do it that way. So the reason we actually started in this league is because 3 of the teams that merged, Hyde, Stalybridge and Ashton United, were all in this league. So obviously they don't exist anymore. So there was 3 places up for grabs. So we were given one as Tame Valley. Denton Town have bought one because they are wadded. And the other one was given to another Tameside team, Mosley. So that's the reason we're in this league. But it's a decent league. Got FC United in it. Gainsborough, who, that guy JC, top guy, he's got a series with Gainsborough, which is brilliant. Go and check that out. He's in this league. Very excited, man. I think it's a good place to start. So the staff are made up of my patrons and so are the players. Now what I did was I looked at FC United because they're a local team to me. I looked at the kind of levels of staff we're at and the players and kind of use that model. No one's ever going to be a wonder kid. No one's ever going to be a superstar at any level. But obviously it looks good because I've put patrons in. So maybe we've got more numbers than we would have normally. And maybe that's a good thing. I want to get going. I want a coaching team that can develop me players, because you'll see in a minute I am not a great coach on this at all. Now I haven't filled out every role. The computer's filled in a few. But Lee Monaghan, you've got Mitchell Holt, Vigo, my wife, John Ellis, Tony Goff, they're all patrons, all married to me. On the medical team, we've got the beautiful Chanel Wells. She is a patron. Aaron Shepherd, not a clue who that dude is. And then the scouting team is made up of Paul Wyke, the legendary Kane Parker, who's done so much for my channel over the years. He's a beast. The others are all regen. So yeah, it's filled out a few, but it's a good place to start. I don't need to add to this, I think. I think we should be doing well this year with this stuff. Now the squad does look massive, and it does look like it is absolutely packed with potential. But there is a lot of regens here. Now I had 33 of them get back to me on what would be players, which worked out perfectly because that worked out as I had 3 teams of 11. But the computer has fleshed out a bit with a load of regens. So like I said, if you want to check out yourself, get the save file. It'll be down below with everything else. Just put it into your game, load it up. If you're a patron, you want to have a look. If you just want to see what team I've got, it does look pretty worldy. For changeability, we'll have a look at some of my top players and I'll explain what I've done. We'll start with Joe Page, legendary right back, legendary subscriber, an actual friend of mine. He is a top bloke. Now, what I've done is, the guys who became my patrons a couple of years ago, the top group who did it on day one, they're the elite players, right? And then there's a mid group. I think there's a top group of -6s, and a middle group of -55s, and a bottom group of -5s. And all I've done with these people is get the name and then find a regen face that they want, or that looks like what they describe themselves to be. Everything else, height, weight, mental skill, I've left to the computer gods. So it's just totally random. So even though Joe Page is one of the high-end players, it doesn't mean a back-end right back can't do better. Maybe they're going to have a better personality, they won't get injured, so on and so on. So, you know, ability is not always the best thing. I left mentals to chance because that can play a massive part, and I think that might make it more interesting. I'm going to show you one more player, and it is our star striker, Brian Kane. Again, a legendary sub of mine, been a subscriber for years, been a patron for years, and we've become friends over the years. Hopefully he's going to bang them goals in for us. Now, they're me 2 probably top end kind of players. There's about 5 of them around this level. But what we'll do is episode 2, we'll have a look at the tactic and who I think is going to be my first team 11. That could change over the years, but we'll have a look and probably play the first game of the season and so on in the next one. Now here we are with Denton Town. Now they are managed by Kyle Lord, and you might think, why have you not done a series with Denton Town? Well, with such a great real story in real life. Well, I've done Denton Villa recently, and Denton Town did hire my friend Kyle Lord and then sacked him for no reason. So I've got a bit of taste with him for that. So I've kept Kyle there just to wind him up. But what I have done is, for a bit of fun for me and you, if you want to play as Denton Town with a save file, which you can, you'll have a couple of good players. You'll have my oldest son, Fletcher, and also my youngest son, but I've stuck one more in there for you, and that is the legend that is Jamie FM Kit Design. You'll find a link to his Twitter down below. He's the guy who designed all the kits, especially the Tame Valley kit, which again I just want to talk about. Now, I love it. It is based on my borough's colours. It's got the council's logo on it. I love it. It's got my name on it on one arm, Kit Designs on the other, and then you can see the badge there. He designed all that. The guy is a legend. So like I keep saying, what I really want to do is try and not only raise awareness for mental health and the great charity that is my friend's Evolving Mindset. I want to try and raise a bit of money. So that is the whole point of this. Originally I didn't think I'd make anything off these shirts, but I can. So I do promise you, any penny I get from them go straight to that charity. And if you are struggling with mental health, because this year has been a really shitty year, I urge you, get in touch with Lee or Evolving Mindset. Links down below in the description. They do fantastic work. They'll talk to you over a Zoom chat. They'll do anything they can to help you, give you the tools to get better. Honestly, it's definitely worth some thought. So tell a lie, we are going to be in the FA Cup. I'm sure when you used to make new teams, you used to have to wait 2 years sometimes to get in the FA Cup, but apparently we're going to get there, and they want us to get to the third round. Brilliant. We're in the builder base, which hopefully we could do well in, and obviously in the league, which they want us to get promoted by winning it. So no pressure, but I think I've got a good young team here. It's just about the tactic, really. We'll talk about that in the next one. We're going to be playing our second team in a game, and then I've left pre-season to chance. I've got a lot of work to do with this. I've got a lot of things I need to sort of my training out, sort out who's doing what staff-wise, and have a real good look at this team. I'm probably going to add a few more friendlies if I want to see you again, just so I can try as many players as possible, see what cream rises to the top. I'll probably play the FA Trophy game, and I might come back. I don't know, I want to come back for home game so we can have a look at the stadium in 3D together. So I think in episode 2, we'll play the Bamber Bridge game. So there you go, that is the end of episode 1. Hopefully you've enjoyed it enough to not only stick with the series and get involved, but you're going to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and treat yourself to a shirt. Mine is due any day, so we'll show it you in real life. I can't wait to see it, seriously. And maybe you'll even become a patron. But there is, and I'm going to say it now, a little giveaway. I will be giving away over the next couple of episodes two copies of FM21. 2 chances for you to win, possibly in time for Christmas, hopefully. How cool is that? And there's going to be a few more giveaways over the course of the next few seasons of different things. So yeah, you want to get involved, you want to stick with it, especially if you want a copy of FM21. So keep your eyes out on the next couple of episodes for all that good stuff. But yeah, I hope you're happy, I hope you're safe, I hope you like the concept. I'd love you to tell me what you think down below. Seriously, you stay safe and get your ass back here for episode 2. I'm Bood. Bye bye.